But I'm way too egotistical. I've been wanting this my whole life. Rock stars are not, shit from the sky. They're people that work very hard and they create what they are going to be. And so very early on in my life, I saw, Gene Simmons and Nikki Sixx and these other people, and I said, that's what I'm going to be. And, at the behest of everyone else, I think that I did what I was going to do, and I told people that, because ultimately when you say that to a school teacher, you say that to someone you're growing up with, they go, oh, well, you don't understand, that's not how it works. You're from Northern Kentucky, they're not rock stars that come in. I'm like, no, you don't understand, this is what I'm going to do. And I did it, and I'm going to continue to do it, and this is my life, and I see no ceiling for Black Veil Brides. I know that Black Veil Brides will be the biggest band in the world, and I think that it's with the help of our fans and the people that support us the most that I can be confident in saying that. I mean, you're looking at a band that had no mainstream support whatsoever and put out a record on a tiny indie label, and it shot up to the top 40 in the Billboard charts in the first week, and it's testament to our fans. And so I can look at you in the camera and say that Black Veil Brides will be the biggest band in the world, and I know that when I say that, it's true.
Open my lungs,
Black Veil Brides officially started in October of 2006 with myself, Nate Shipp, Chris Riesenberg, Johnny Harold, and Phil Senadella. We'd set out to kind of make a band that could be a cross between Motley Crue and the Misfits. We knew going into it that would, a lot of people would like it, but then again, a lot of people would kind of get on our case because of the way we dressed and how over the top the music and the lyrics and everything was. But our attempt was almost to bring about a hair metal or hair punk that could be centered in reality and have lyrics that not only were fun party lyrics but actually meant something to us. By April of 2007, Chris and Phil had left Black Veil Brides. In their place came bass player Bobby Thomas and drummer Mike Stamper. Soon thereafter came new rhythm guitarist Mark Singleton. With this new lineup, we were able to go out on the road. For the next few months, we would spend every day together. We are tracking drums right now at the studio. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little video to say that we will be releasing this single soon. I'm not going to say anything more about it. Giving you a little bit of a taste of it, giving you some recording.
Will you kiss the lips of people? I do myself the same. I beg for a man's approval, like all the rest of dying pain. Alone at last we can sit and find. I've lost all faith in.
You can find something to find a way out of the pain that you're in. And that's actually what we have a song, Knives and Pens, which is about my choice that I made when I was around 14 years old to either cave from all the stress that I was going through of getting bullied and picked on and everything else, or to create something. And so the metaphor for me of, knives and pens, it's the choice between, self-mutilation or violence or, being creative.
What final fights for this tonight? You have taught us to be one with the crowd, unveil the sacred.
Warped Tour, AP Tour, everywhere.
And what are we doing? We're setting the world on fire.
Set the world on fire. We truly believe that with hard work work, dedication, and perseverance, we can be the best at what we do, and I think anyone believes that. Nobody wants to become mediocre. We started off on a very small independent label. Before that, we had no distribution at all. And, you know, we would tour funding it ourselves because no bands would even want to take us on tour. We weren't the kind of band that people ate up right away, except for our audience. We'd be touring in a small vehicle with sat 4 people with all of us in there, and we'd be playing in front of 200, 300 people because of our audience. And it's because of that cult following that built the band that we've been able to maintain the stature that we are, and that's why I think we're so close to our audience, because they really made who we were.
The reason that we started Black Veil Brides as a band, and the reason that we're here playing for each and every one of you tonight, is something that's very important to me. My entire life I was told that I was a faggot or a freak or an outcast because of the way that I looked. I was told that I would never be anything because I wasn't popular or cool. Here's the thing though. Now listen to me. What I get to do every single day is I get to play up on stage with my best friends in the world, and I get to do something that I've dreamed of my whole life. The reason that I talk to you guys about that is because I firmly believe that if you believe in yourself and you find strength in yourself, there's absolutely nothing that you can't do. If a kid like me from Southern Ohio can be here in New York City playing for people like you, singing songs that I wrote on my couch, that is proof positive that you can do anything you want if you fucking put your mind to it and you work hard.
A bride is actually, when a nun marries into the church, she gives up everything. She gives up the cardinal pleasures of life, and she becomes a black veil bride. And they actually have a whole ceremony where she wears a black veil and she marries God. And I was always sort of enamored by the devotion, because when you're in a band, you know, regardless of whether I believe in the religious aspect of it or not, I can associate with giving up everything for something that I believe in. And I believe in, you know, being in a rock and roll band, so I gave up everything to that end, and I made this my life.
There is no one in the world that is more appreciative of our fan base than we are, because we know how many you motherfuckers give them shit every single day for liking this band. I'm fucking proud of you for standing your ground and listening to what you want to fucking listen to, okay?
I wouldn't be doing this interview, I wouldn't be talking to you if it wasn't for our audience building us to that point. They made us so that people couldn't ignore us anymore. We have an opportunity to wipe the slate clean and just kind of start over again. And you know, obviously we want to keep in tune with what we did on the last 2 records, but we want to be able to do something that's, if anything, it's fun for us to make albums. So whatever we're feeling in the moment, or what the vibe of the songwriting process is, that's what we're going to do. Apart from that, I mean, we don't really have any preconceived notions for what the record's going to be. It's going to be what it is. We have a few songs written for it, but we're really looking to go into the studio and write the bulk of the record there.
We definitely opened up some doors and experimented with a few different writing situations in the studio. But you know, we're working on some stuff now that's definitely the next step.